and welcome to the Everyday English Podcast. I'm John.
And I'm Emma.
In this podcast, you will learn real English through simple, natural conversations.
So you can speak confidently in your daily life.
So without further ado, let's get started. Did you know that the average person speaks at a rate of about 150 words per minute, but when they're translating in their head, that number can drop by half? It's like trying to run a race with one leg tied behind your back.
Oh, wow. I hadn't thought about it like that, but it makes sense. Translating adds so much extra work for your brain, and it's no wonder people feel like they're stumbling over their words.
Exactly. And that's why today we're diving into how to stop translating in your head and start thinking directly in English. It's one of the biggest shifts you can make as a language learner, and it's not as impossible as it might sound.
So where do we even begin with this? Because I think for a lot of people, translating feels like the only way they know how to process a second language.
Well, let's start with why translating is such a problem in the first place. When you're translating, you're essentially adding an extra step to your thought process. Instead of going straight from your idea to the words in English, you're detouring through your native language. It's like taking the long way home when there's a perfectly good shortcut.
And that extra step slows everything down, right? It's not just about time, it's about mental energy. Your brain is working overtime to juggle two languages at once.
Exactly. And that's why it feels so unnatural. Fluent speakers don't think that way. They're not translating every word in their heads. They're connecting ideas directly to English words. It's faster, it's smoother, and it's way less exhausting.
So, how do you make that shift? Because I think for a lot of people, the idea of thinking directly in English feels almost impossible, like something only native speakers can do.
That's such a common misconception, but it's not true. Thinking in English is a skill, and like any skill, it can be learned and practiced. The key is to start small. Don't try to overhaul your entire thought process overnight. Instead, focus on simple, manageable steps.
What kind of steps are we talking about here? Like, what's a practical way to start thinking in English?
One of the best ways is to start with simple thoughts. Think about the little things you might say to yourself throughout the day. Things like, I'm hungry, or this is nice, or I need to go to the store. These are easy, bite-sized thoughts that you can practice thinking directly in English.
And I love that approach because it takes the pressure off. You're not trying to construct perfect, complex sentences. You're just training your brain to get comfortable with English as your default.
Exactly. And the more you do it, the less you'll feel the need to translate. It's like building a muscle. At first, it might feel awkward or unnatural, but over time, it becomes second nature.
And I think it's worth emphasizing that this isn't just about speaking faster. It's about feeling more comfortable and confident when you communicate. Fluency isn't about speed. It's about comfort.
That's such an important point. Fluency doesn't mean you're rattling off words at lightning speed. It means you're at ease with the language. You're able to express yourself without second-guessing every word.
And one way to build that comfort is by focusing on simple English, not perfect English. I think a lot of learners get caught up in this idea that they need to speak perfectly, and that pressure just makes everything harder.
Absolutely. It's like trying to juggle while walking a tightrope. But when you let go of that perfectionism and focus on clarity and simplicity, everything starts to flow more naturally.
And that brings us to the big payoff, the one thought rule. I love how simple and powerful this idea is. Can you break it down for us?
Sure, the one thought rule is all about keeping things manageable. Instead of trying to think of a whole paragraph or a super complex idea, just focus on one thought at a time. One thought, one sentence, directly in English.
That's so smart because it removes so much of the pressure. You're not trying to do everything at once. You're just taking it one step at a time.
Exactly. And it's amazing how much that can change your speaking. When you're not overwhelmed, you can focus on expressing yourself, and that's where the magic happens.
And I think it's worth repeating. Stop translating, start expressing. That's such a powerful shift because it's not just about the mechanics of language, it's about connection, about being able to share your thoughts and ideas with others.
Right? At the end of the day, language is a tool for connection. And when you stop translating and start thinking directly in English, you're not just learning a language. You're opening up a whole new way of seeing and interacting with the world.
So if you're listening to this and you've been struggling with translating in your head, just know that it's okay. It's a common challenge, but it's also one you can overcome.
Absolutely. Start small, keep it simple, and remember the one thought rule. It's not about being perfect, it's about being present and expressing yourself.
And we'd love to hear from you. Have you experienced this? Do you find yourself translating in your head? Let us know your thoughts.
Yeah, we're here to support you on this journey. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.
See you then.